Court is calling 2024 CR 009527, State versus Donisha Walton. Could I have parties announced?
Hunter Morris for the state.
Michael Belleville for Miss Walton.
And are you Miss Walton? You need to unmute.
Yes.
All right, Miss Walton, you have a right to appear in person.
It's unmuted. Can you hear me?
Yes. Are you able to hear us?
Yes, I can.
All right, Miss Walton, you have a right to appear in person in court, but I am in receipt of a consent to plead by video conference. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and electronically sign it?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily consented to plea by video conference. State, do you have any objection to the plea taking place by conference?
None, Judge.
Right. Did you review the application for deferred adjudication with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you electronically sign it?
Yeah.
All right, so you're going to have to speak up. Nobody can hear you.
I think it's just what I'm on, but yes, yes. You can hear me?
Yes. Did you review the true bill of indictment? You're saying yes?
Yes, I did.
All right, did you review that with your attorney?
Yes.
Did you understand it?
Yes, I did.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, we do.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Judge.
Did you review the admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
Did you understand you're charged with intentionally or knowingly committing bodily injury against a child, elderly, or disabled person at a state facility?
Yes.
That's a second-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in, the right to remain silent. By entering this plea, you're giving up those rights. Did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes.
Did you understand that the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication? If for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine.
Yes.
Counsel, your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
I believe she does.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes.
Ms. Walton, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at $1,500 fine. State recommends deferred adjudication. There's to be no contact with the complainant, the anger management course, and you're prohibited from practicing as a nurse in the state of Texas. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes.
Defense, is that the plea?
Yes, it is.
State, is that the plea?
It is, Judge.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes.
Council, are there any such motions?
No, there are not.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 3 years and there be 120 hours of community service restitution. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
State, any evidence?
The state tender states warrant attachments, Judge.
No objections.
Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yeah.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence State's Exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court will defer finding of guilt as you apply for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Judge.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
My client is in Chicago. She understands, she should not have slapped this individual. She does accept responsibility for it. She would just like to move on and be able to work and complete her probation without any problems.
All right, so how much training does she have in the field? Is she a licensed nurse or is she a person that somebody hires and says, hey, we need somebody to come in as a caregiver?
She will have to answer that one.
All right, are you a licensed nurse?
No, I'm working towards getting my CNA.
All right, so this is a situation where somebody just hired you to come in and work in the facility.
I'm a caregiver.
All right, so what's your level of education to be a caregiver?
I finished high school. Completed high school.
All right.
I was-
See, this is what I mean. Everybody's just letting everybody be a caregiver. And the problem is that being a caregiver for somebody, I think that's sort of like a calling. You have to have said, you know what, I'm going into that field because you're dealing with people who have dementia, Alzheimer's, people who can't take care of themselves, people who need somebody to bathe them. The patient gets upset because they're not doing what they're allowed to do anymore. They can't communicate because they have dementia and Alzheimer's. Then everybody and their mothers just hiring random people, paying them minimum wage or less than. And then we end up here with somebody slapping somebody who has dementias and Alzheimer's. So I know y'all say she's prohibited from practicing as a nurse in the state of Texas. Okay, but she's not a nurse. She's not licensed to be a nurse. This is just somebody that somebody just hired off the street and said, hey, you have a high school diploma. You want to receive minimum wage to take care of people that nobody else maybe wants to take care of. And this is where we end up. And what was the name of this facility? Let me see. Chapters Living of San Antonio. All right. This is what the court is going to do. Does anybody want to speak to length of probation? The state is asking for 3 years. All right. Court is going to send into 5 years deferred adjudication. There's a $1,500 fine. There is to be proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider, no employment with working with minors, no employment with working with people who are disabled. There's to be no practicing as a nurse in Texas or anywhere else. So I'm just going to say no practicing as a nurse. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. There's to be regular random UAs. 120 hours of community service restitution. The $1,500 fine will be probated. There's to be anger management. I'm ordering anger management because you all agreed to it, but it just appears that you were a person who should never have been working with someone in any type of facility or young children or people who have mental health issues. That's just not a field for you. Probation, is there anything else? Yes. What county are you in? I'm sorry, where?
Cook.
All right. She's allowed to transfer to Cook County in Illinois. Is it Illinois?
Yeah.
And Judge, if I may,
Yes.
is this court inclined to include a no contact for Miss Maria La Rochelle?
Yes. And there's to be no contact with Maria La Rochelle. And there's to be no residing with the elderly. And for the court, I'm putting elderly at anyone over the age of 60. Probation, anything else? All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Good luck to you. Don't take any more of these positions that requires you to have patience and that requires you to be with someone who has dementia, Alzheimer's, they're elderly, they need somebody to be kind and patient with them. You shouldn't work in those positions. Do you understand?
Yes.
And I do fault the company that hired you as well. All right. I'm going to send you to the breakout room. Probation will go in the breakout room with you and go over conditions. And I will place you in breakout room number 2. Mr. Bellevue, do you have anyone else with us?
I do not, ma'am.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your patience.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Angela Lee Redwine.